All right. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another one. Looks like women are getting desperate for husbands. I'm telling you, man, it might seem like 2030 is getting here a little bit early. Oh, wait, hold up. My bad, y'all. Get myself back in here. There we go. Yeah, looks like 2030 might be getting here a little bit early. But listen, no further ado, we have another one from Cosmic Verse. And these women out here, they're posting up videos, they're acting up, man. Um, I know some of it is just them trying to go viral, but it doesn't matter. They're getting views, which means they're representing a large demographic of women and how they feel. So it's wild, but I'm not gonna tell you what they're doing. I'm gonna let you see for yourself. Let's go. Go ahead and smash that like button, y'all. Let's do this.
Anymore. Women are tired of raising kids on their own.
Come with me to go husband hunting on the Chicago lakefront. I've had a ton of people.
I'm actually scared.
Everyone makes mistakes, right? But making the same mistake again and again is foolishness.
Get ready with me to go to paddle to find my future husband.
People are mad because women don't want to have children anymore. They don't want to be mothers anymore. But American culture doesn't.
What good are you then?
Plan of trying to find a husband.
I don't want to ever.
This is modern women's last resort, trying to find a husband past their prime. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys make sure you
Unpopular
subscribe.
opinion, but
Let's
I
go.
really think that women should be paid to exist. I know y'all are probably gonna be like, what? But no, follow me on this. Follow me on this. So one, like, our bodies literally create life, y'all. Like that within itself,
Not without
like
the seed.
beats any freaking invention that a man can come up with, like any tech company. Like no tech company can come up with a baby in my belly. So one, that's why we should get paid. And then even women who like have already had children, they should still get paid because guess what? Like the life of a mother, like that's a whole job within itself. I literally think that we should receive monthly incomes for being women. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious.
If you put money into a vending machine and a soda comes out, whose soda is that? Men should be paid to watch her talk about how women should be paid to exist. Girls always say, without women, men would have no children. Like no shit. Without men, women wouldn't have kids either.
That's what I'm
What's the
saying.
point
We
of
need both. We
pointing
need
that
each other.
out?
That's
If
a
women
goofy
should get
argument.
paid to exist, men should get paid to listen to them. Without a man's sperm, there is no fetus, which means that without a man, there would be no woman. First, let's
Ain't lying.
address this. This woman stated that women's bodies create life, which is completely incorrect because it takes two people to make that happen, which is a
Exactly.
man and a woman. Second
Facts.
off, this woman says like, and oh my God, way too much. The word create means to bring something into existence, and what women are doing are pushing life into existence, which comes from the man. When we have women like this trying to separate that fact, that women and men need each other and make one feel less, it's just going to cause more issues and disconnect between the sexes. Imagine thinking human beings should be paid to exist just because they have certain body parts. It's just ridiculous.
It's crazy is what it is.
Ridiculously insane.
So 5 places to find a wealthy husband. 5th place, the gym. Something like Equinox, like nice gym. 4th
Yeah,
place,
she said a
private
gym?
membership clubs, maybe a Soho House. 3rd place, you want to go somewhere in the environment where they work, like lunch, happy hour. 2nd place, golf club. 1st place, weddings.
Okay, y'all, tell me if I'm the only one. I turned 30 this year. I know, 30. I turned 30 in December, and I
Dirty
think I'm
30s.
ready to, like, get married. Get married, start a family, buy a house, travel with somebody that I am in love with. The only thing is, I feel like that is such, like, a memory now. I feel like in 2024, marriage is never the goal. Kids are not the goal. The family unit is not the goal anymore. I feel like everybody is just hooking up and then that's just it. And no offense to that, because like I participated in hookup culture myself in my early 20s,
I
like
bet you
a
did.
lot. So, but now I feel like
I
we're
bet she
getting
did.
older. Why
I wonder
not?
why
You know what
she's
I
not
mean?
thinking
Like
about settling down.
I don't wanna be talking to multiple people.
She's hitting 30, and all of a sudden, she has the epiphany that she needs to start taking dating more serious after she admitted to participating in hookup culture in her 20s. Do you see what we're saying, man? Do you see what we're saying? They just throw leftovers at you like it's like it's normal for men to want women that have ran through all the men they wanted to run through and whatever other reason they slept with these guys. And then be like around 30, 31, 30. I guess I should go ahead and settle down and do these guys a favor. You're not doing nobody a favor. Go sit your little hot tail down somewhere. Now you got a little older. They got this weird thing where they want to run around and be loose, and then guys be okay with it and pick them up in their 30s. I don't understand this, man. I don't know why they thought this way, why they're thinking this way, and why it's still continuing. Very strange. Very strange.
At 30. Like I want to settle in and be married, and well, not married, but on my way to marriage and on my way to starting a family.
This never ceased to amaze me. Whenever these modern women finish roaming the streets, letting Chads and Tyrone smash, they always seem to get ready for marriage around the 30-year age mark. We have to keep in
What I
mind
was
this is
saying.
a woman who used to participate in hookup culture in her prime.
Exactly.
If this woman was serious about getting married, that's something she should have been planning when she was a few years younger.
She's only doing it
The
because
wall always creeps in on them when they least expect it. Now her goal
she's only doing it because as far as any woman in sisterhood goes, it's looked at weird when you're like a woman in your 30s and up and you're not with no one. And I don't even know if she has kids. So she knows it looks weird. So she's only doing it, because she's trying to, put that beard together. She wants to have that front of a happy family. But whatever she was doing in her 20s, it's still in her. It's still in her. She said, "Oh yeah, I participated in hookup culture on the internet where it can never go away." And
is to find a man who's going to deal with her trauma and baggages.
hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on?
I feel like a failure. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be a mom. It just makes me depressed when people keep judging me, and it's getting on my nerves. It's making me really, really depressed. I don't know what to do. I feel frustrated. I feel angry.
Guys, stop trying to pursue or chase a woman who isn't also choosing you. Now, sometimes it's a little complicated to know when to stop pursuing a woman, but if the feelings are not mutual, you are wasting your time.
It's not
You
complicated.
should never try to convince a woman
It's not
to see your
complicated.
worth or to love you.
Never approach or pursue a woman unless she shows interest.
Exactly.
She will reject you and put you on her rejection list.
Make a
Don't
sport out of
make
it.
too much effort before reciprocation. Very true. Sadly, I wasted 5 years. It's not complicated. You should give her one chance. The second one is only if you really love her. More is for simps and psychos. It takes two people to make a relationship works. If only one person is willing to put in the effort, and the other one just expects it and does nothing in return, it will never progress. In a situation like that, it will only create conflict between the two. Just remember, women only sets up rules for guys they don't truly like.
SF girlies, right now you have to get your out the door and go to a happy hour somewhere because it's Dreamforce. It's the last day. Everyone's in town for this tech conference. I think it's like the biggest conference in North America. So get your ass up, go find a husband, and these guys have jobs.
It's crazy.
You heard it here first.
Oh, women don't want to be mothers anymore. Women don't want to create families anymore. It's their fault that we don't have strong families. No,
Shut up.
women don't want to be single mothers anymore. Women are tired of raising kids on their own because you guys just get up and leave when it's convenient for you. When that father
You chose that,
leaves and
Chad.
you have a daughter
You
that
loser.
is with an absent
No.
father,
Slow down, puffy lips. Slow your goofy ass down. Got me cussing over here. She's speeding through trying to remember everything that she, you know what I'm saying, heard someone else say. Slow down, dummy. No one made you pick Chad or Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? You could have got with a Brady or a Jerome. You chose Chad and Tyrone. Now you're on here. Oh, you guys will get up and you leave, and hey, you just leave and you woke up and you, man, my kid's in the room right now. What you talking about, fool? What you talking about? My kid's in the room right now. I'm dealing with CPS right now. I don't get up and walk away from shit. I don't walk away from shit. You pick wrong. So now you deal with it. Shut your goofy ass up. Stop getting online and whining all the damn time. Looking all over the place because you're trying to remember what you ain't. This is not your thought. If it was your thought, you'd be looking right at the camera. This psychology, man. You're looking around, trying to dig in the back of your head. What did I hear? What was it that woman said? What was it she said? They're not even coming up with their own original babble. These are yappers, man. These are professional yappers chasing clout and then also just getting off on jumping online and making themselves feel better. Man, I had to. She was doing too much. I can't stand when they speed talk. I can't stand it. You're a woman. Act like a lady.
are so quick to look at her and blame her and say, oh, she is the way she is because she has daddy issues. But then you have a man, right? And that man grew up without a mother. People will say, poor guy, the mom left. What an evil mom. So basically, what does this conclude? The man is never held accountable for his actions. It's always the woman's fault. What the saddest thing of all is a mother, a woman will be so strong and handle a man just leaving and walking out of her life when she has a child. She will raise that child on her own, only for that child to grow up and resent her for not having a father. Again, why do we blame the woman? Don't get me started on daddy issues because I have seen
she's rehearsed a
so
script.
many men suffering.
This goofy woman can barely speak English. Fodder. She can barely speak English. She's over here just regurgitating what she's heard online, this dummy. And I don't know what man blocked her, ghosted her, but she's having an emotional moment, you can tell. And she's just she can barely speak English, man. She's done rehearsed these lines, man. She's done rehearsed these words. It's father, not fodder. Who are you listening to? Who are you watching? Man.
So much more from daddy issues than women have. And then you guys complain that women aren't feminine anymore. Women don't want to stay home. Women want to go out and work and make their own money. But you guys can't provide for them. Men are so stingy.
If women are tired of raising kids on their own, they should begin with closing their legs.
I liked when my boy starting off exactly what he said. Close their legs. As far as her sounding good for a good night, you know, if you're in that kind of energy, yeah, she sound real good. But this nagging she doing, hell nah, man. Give a crap what she sound like or look like. She's babbling. I'd rather for her to speak her native tongue and say what she has to say so I can be a little bit more believable. Instead of her getting on here babbling and running her mouth in the English that she barely can say. It's crazy. I'm going to let him cook, though.
Because that's where it starts. If women really had the ability to judge a man, and that man showed qualities of being a valid male to procreate with, they wouldn't be single mothers. There's many instances where women choose the Chad over the guy that would treat them nice and provide them with a happy life.
Man.
Now
Facts.
there's two sides of the coin, and issues sparks up in the relationship for many different reasons. But again, we have to look at reality and what we can go by.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Which is everything starts with the woman and with her ability to pick a good man. Because women control access to sex. They themselves stated that they have good intuition on what kind of man they would choose, and
Exactly what he's saying. Y'all, you're the only ones that can create the access for the good night. So, and that good night makes the baby. So, what is it complaining about? No one. It's not like you're in arranged marriages or guys are able to just take you when they want to. So there's no need to complain about the males that you're choosing with all that passion. Get on there and passionately tell us why you chose that male in the first place. Get on here and let us know what it was about him that you thought was such a great pick and how he fooled you. Okay? Because more than likely he's some Chad or Tyrone, some good-looking guy that just smiled at you a few times and, got what he wanted. And then, and she's just putting out scenarios, but still just using her or whatever. Listen, you get pregnant by whoever you got pregnant by. You knew you were going to lay with him. You might not have known if the condom was going to break or if he took it off or whatever, but you should keep your legs closed. It's not a flex for women to be talking about how many guys they've been with. Guys are throwing themselves at y'all all the time. All the time, man. It's not even something that should be even spoken about. But you're still bragging about it. It's so, low quality type of female. And this is just victimhood while having all the liberation in the world. It's crazy.
and it's never the good guy. So that says a lot about their behavior and character. If their intuition is really that good, why do they end up being single mothers? Even in some cases, these women will kick these fathers out of their lives, but that's a different conversation.
So I am recently single. I was in a relationship for 8 years and now I'm single and dating again. And there's some scary stuff out there. And I thought that it would be really fun to commemorate all of the adventures that I go on, because I see single girl TikTok now and it's hilarious.
Adventures?
So you gotta laugh at it. Otherwise you will cry. And if you know me in real life, no, you don't. No, you don't. Move on. Don't bring this up. Thanks.
Okay, we got to talk about this because men don't tell women how they feel. Do you know that?
Yes, we know that. And there's usually a good reason why men don't share their feelings.
You guys keep it all bottled up inside
Because it's safer that way.
and you tell your little side chick,
And not all guys have side chicks.
but you don't tell your wife.
If they're not telling their wife or their significant other about their feelings, it's likely because they've done that before and had it blow up in their face.
We don't know how you feel.
Because a lot of times when men open
I
up,
like the way she's so okay with the
they end
side
up
chick.
regretting it because it's used against them. They are told that they are weak for feeling the way that they do, or their feelings are completely dismissed.
And that's not our problem. If we don't know how you feel, how are we going to change it?
Maybe try being more observant and actually pay attention to what's really going on in that man's life.
Start telling your wife how you feel. Give her the brutal, honest truth. Give it to her. See what happens.
It's been my experience that a lot of
Called
women in these type
divorce.
of situations can't handle the brutal truth about anything, let alone about a man's feelings, and the possibilities for disaster simply boggle the mind.
We can't tell our feelings because it hurts women's feelings, and we have to end up apologizing for expressing our feelings. Every single time I open up, my feelings get weaponized against me. My ex would laugh in my face, told her how I hated my father. Next fight, she looked me in the face and said, "You're just like him."
That's what they do.
That was almost 15 years ago.
That's what they
and
do.
I still remember it vividly. Brutal, honest, truth ended in divorce. I did that once. She felt like I hurt her feelings.
Gentlemen, we got to stop acting like we don't know what's going on. It's mental warfare, man. It's mental warfare. They do it all the time. You keep everything bottled up. You don't tell your woman shit. You ain't learned that already? You need to go talk to somebody. You go talk to your dad. Whatever friend you might think is designated to do that. A preacher. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you don't, man, you tell your woman anything, and this is coming from a man that was married. Every single thing I ever told that woman, she threw it in my face the minute we split up. And before then, during arguments, she was trinkling it in during the argument. So at the end, she threw everything in there from the very beginning to the very end. She couldn't remember any good stuff, but kept up with everything that was bad or she perceived to be bad. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy out here. That's why I'm just gonna go overseas, man. I think the language barriers are gonna be a good thing. I think that her not knowing my culture over here in the States, these women know our culture. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not even, there is no real racial divide anymore. It's just they're American women, aka modern women, and then there's American men, and they learned us. They know how we move and how to exploit us and our family ties. You go overseas, man, they don't know nothing. And one simple mistake, you're out like the wind. They have no resources anymore, no money. It's over. It's not going to be worth it to them. When the American woman's like, well, I got 7 other using my phone that I've been sucking off. Might as well give one of them a shot. You see what I'm saying? You guys that are still dating in the States are just, you're lazy. You know, you're lazy. And I don't know what else. You're just lazy, man. You're lazy. You know what you're getting and you're doing it anyway. You're just lazy.
Instead of understanding what I was saying. Never again. Every time I talk about my feelings, somehow it triggers the emotional response from her that I have to fix. It somehow becomes about her every time.
Lord, please send me a husband my way. I am tired, beyond tired of doing this called
Well,
life
I
by
tell you
myself.
what, let me tell you something.
I want someone to go half of me on the beach.
Looking at those cheeks, looking at those puffy cheeks, I can guarantee you she's not tired from hitting a treadmill. She's not tired from going on a walk. You know what I'm saying? She's not tired because she's eating fruit and she ain't got the same energy used to. She ain't tired for those reasons. I can guarantee you. And that might be one of the reasons why she ain't got a man. Let's go.
Bills, Dad, pay the whole mortgage. Baby, I got the utilities. I want someone to give me a new car. Dad, baby, we can go half on a car. I want someone to have me a good home cooked meal when I get home after working these 16-hour shifts.
Well, I mean,
Dad,
listen,
there'll be no
I'm not, I'm not here to debate with anybody. You have your perspective and I have mine. Okay. Not going to debate you on this. We've had this discussion before. I think I said around a similar thing, right? We're talking about within the realm of common sense here. So let me stop talking like there's common sense, okay? Right? We all know that there's feminism across the entire world, right? It's not just something that's isolated to the States. It's everywhere. We all know that there are gold diggers in every country. Okay? So I'm only saying this because you took a stance that's not appropriate. You don't really need to say not true. That's saying that what I'm saying is like a lie. Your perspective, it might not be true to you, but I'm speaking in the realm of people that know that feminism, racism, right? Stuff like this exists everywhere. But we're talking about how much it's like way worse in the States and how there's systems set up for it to thrive. Not saying to go overseas and be a damn fool. I'm not telling nobody to do that. If you think I'm gonna go overseas and be a fool, then you're allowed to feel that way. That's fine. Okay. But I'm making these live streams, posting this stuff up, just to give you guys a perspective. To go back and forth with me, I'm not trying to, I don't care what you think. Okay. I'm trying to be polite about it. But, you're going to say it's not true, then I'm just going to say, I don't care what you think. Okay. So let's just get back to the video or whatever. But I can break it down and make you seem silly, or you can just kind of keep certain things that don't really need to be said to yourself, or rephrase things, right? Because it's your perspective. And you got to know how to talk to people. You got to remember, I used to work at the White House. You got to know how to talk to people. I look at what people say. I do. Every word. All right. And I think to myself, why would this person phrase it like that? Now, sometimes you people are just used to talking to other people like that. So you're just not used to it or used to me. But after watching me for a little bit, you have to be really careful what you say. I don't want to go back and forth with people. It's a waste of energy. There's no way to try to convince anyone in a 30-minute video my perspective. However, though, I'm not going to sit here and listen to nobody telling me that it's not true or whatever. Hey, listen, stay where you want to stay at and date who you want to date. But to say or to think that we don't know that feminism and stuff like that is around the world and it's global, we're not foolish. We're not foolish, okay? No one's saying that every woman overseas is great and perfect, right? What I am saying is that being in the States, I've had multiple flavors of the same woman, okay? Now, you can continue. I'm not even saying that you're trying to stay here or whoever is in the States that like to bicker about this kind of stuff. Listen, I don't know how to phrase this. Let me think about it. Fuck it. I'm just going to say it like this. Who I fuck don't make you come. Okay? Who I So you guys got to remember this kind of stuff whenever y'all are just kind of going off and just, I'm on here. I'm a very precise person. Okay. My perspective, just giving some views, some videos, and what I think. You're allowed to think whatever you want. Okay. Just do your best not to project it onto me. That's all that I'm saying. All right. Just do your best at it. It can't be helped sometimes. I understand, but just do your best to try to. Okay. Let's keep it going. Whole computer froze up. Let's see what's going on here. Because I'm still live streaming. I think I did too much. Yeah, I officially did too much. This thing is still streaming? What? Okay. All right, we're still rolling here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're still. Man, this thing was still going. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hang on, let me find. Bear with me, y'all. Oh, so. Okay.
Like that within itself, like a beat.
Here we go.
Talk about this because
All right. Well, look, it looks like I'm back. Man, this whole thing froze up on me. I'm surprised it came back up. You know what I'm saying? This is yeah. I like StreamYard, man. This whole thing froze up. I don't even know when it froze. You know how far into it I was talking or whatever, man. Froze up on me, man. Man, listen, I thought it crashed out. I'm lucky I didn't get over here and take my shirt off. Thought it was done. Y'all still sitting in here. I don't even know. Man, look.
and don't tell women how they feel. Do you know that?
Yes, we know
I
that.
did get
And
up
there's usually
though.
a good reason why men don't share their.
I did get up and walk around, you know what I'm saying? So if you ladies see me in my shorts, you know, those are swimming trunks. I didn't know if this camera was still going. I thought it crashed out. All right, let's go.
Their feelings
You guys keep it all bottled up inside.
because it's safer that way.
Oh yeah, he was here.
Maybe we can go half on a car.
I don't know what part it left off at.
I want someone to have me a
Let's
good
get these
home cooked
likes up.
meal
Got 5
when I
people in
get
here.
home after working these 16-hour shifts. There'll be no more 16-hour shifts. Baby, just send me a man.
Essentially, what she's saying is that she's done following the strong, independent lifestyle she was fed to believe.
She didn't hit that gym yet.
Now that her life is getting harder, she
look.
wants a human AT.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you're overweight, you better be super nice. You're still not getting no dates. We might want to see what that mouth do. But if you're overweight, you better be nice, man. What are you doing with yourself if you're overweight and you have an attitude? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're getting these bottom shelf Brads and Pookies. What are you doing? Ain't no dude that's decent that has his life together going and messing around with overweight women. It's just not going to happen. And I don't need for you to wear or show your body for us to see your wide, thick shoulders. You can wear whatever scarves you want to. Your cheeks, though, you like a squirrel that's packing nuts. That's not a skinny woman's face. Okay? I'm just saying, I'm just being real. I got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Tired of y'all talking, man. And y'all be looking like y'all, are bears. Talking about y'all. No wonder you love bears so much, because you look like you're about to go and hibernate for the winter with the way that you're packing on weight. It don't make any sense. It's the middle of the summer. What are you doing? Hiding from the sun all summer? I don't know, man. I don't know.
DM to come take care of her and take her problems away. As you can see, this woman is only worrying about the things she wants done.
She covered up.
She
Listen, you
doesn't
think she
plan
wearing
on
that
adding
scarf in that
anything of
car?
value to the
Bro,
relationship.
you think it's that cold in that car? You think that's all about fashion? What do we talk about all the time with overweight women? Their necks and their shoulders. See, women, they watch stuff like us because they want to, I better make sure I cover everything up. What about your cheeks? You know what I'm saying? What about your cheeks? There's no attractive woman in the world, no matter how cold it is, going to cover herself up all the way to her chin. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. How dare you? How dare she? And thinking that she cute. Look at all that she doing and stuff. Thinking that she cute. Man, you better get in the gym. Hey, listen, we ain't messing. We ain't even entertaining none of y'all unless y'all are fit, man. I'm telling you right now, man. I ain't even playing.
Besides just being there and existing,
Better be in shape.
what man is stupid enough to fall for that? In her eyes, men are nothing more but tools.
If you decide to date women who have kids,
eat
this
with.
video's for you. When you date a woman who got kids, you got to understand that you are not her main priority, that her kids will always come first. You and this woman have to be on the same page at all times in order for this to be successful. Last thing you need to
Bruh.
understand is not only are you bringing this woman in your life,
This dude's over here talking about how to date down. What? So we're doing this now? There's no, you don't need to be giving out no advice or kits on how to date a single mother. It don't really matter what you do. We don't need no advice, hints, or tips. Man, what we already know at the bottom of the barrel. There ain't no way to try to keep her or understand her. You know, there is no understanding. I can't believe this male. Can't believe him.
but you bringing some other man's children in your life as well. Now, I know a lot of women will say, well, my kids don't need another father. They got a dad already. But the truth is, if you decide to have something serious with this woman, her and her kids are now under your leadership and guidance. Whenever they're in your presence, you are now responsible for their well-being. I'm not going to lie. It takes a special type of man to be able to date a woman who got kids. So before you decide to take things to the next level, ask yourself, are you prepared for everything that comes with this?
Trust me, I've done this before, and I don't know if I can do
Absolutely.
it again. 100% responsibility, 0% authority. Hard pass. That's why single people date single people, and people with kids date people with kids. So you won't have those problems. Remember,
Absolutely
you've got
not.
to provide for them.
I see that these single guys keep saying this. People with kids should date people with kids. Hey, listen, you worry about yourself and don't worry about where I decide to stick my dick at. You know what I mean? If I want a woman without kids, I'll get one without kids. If I want a woman with kids, I'll get one with kids. Okay, you goofy dudes out there don't have kids, man. Don't think that's a flex, man, if you're outside of your 20s. Man, don't. And I don't care what women are on here trying to be coy and cute and funny, like that goofy that I was talking about that one time, that female that was, look, listen, if they wanted you so bad, you would be with one of them making babies. They don't want you without kids less than or more than they don't want us with kids. Trust me, man. You know, at least with the kid, they know that we have the ability to take care of someone outside of ourselves, and they know that we like women. I'm just being real, man.
But you can never discipline them. Why would any man do that when there's plenty of women who don't have kids? As a woman with a kid, it's hard and hurts. You feel like nobody wants you because you have a kid. Dodge if you don't have kids. Better to be single than date a single mom. You hold no authority over kids that aren't yours, but expected to support. With the amount of single women in the world, there's no need for a single man to date a woman with a child.
Facts.
The challenges that comes with dating a woman with kids is just too stressful. You have to deal.
And to the young bucks out there, it didn't used to be this way. Women with kids knew their place. They knew that they were not ranking on the same level as women without kids, so they would do more. They would be more forgiving, lenient. It's only since, you know, they've been taking in social media and the sisterhood, which is mostly single mothers, have convinced everyone that it's pretty much all single mothers, that they're, you know, it's never been that way. They are not the first women that we go to. I don't care how much social media you throw in our faces telling us that we should go for either a single mother or a 40-year-old woman with a bunch of mileage with all her experience. Men are not going to go for neither one of them first. Period. We can see you trying to indoctrinate it, but we're too grounded with God. We're not like, no offense, women who need somebody to guide them. It don't sound right. Don't look right. We're not participating. Fuck you think this is?
With potential baby daddy drama and rude children. And of course, while this is going on, you are going to be expected to provide for them as the relationship progresses. All of this can be avoided by just
Facts. That's why there's so many women that are grown now in their 30s or whatnot, 40s, talking about my stepdad and he did this and that, because your mama was doing extra, putting in that overtime to show him that, you know, being with her and her baggage was worth it. Trust me, man. I was like, you know, in 2010s, you know, out there still, you know, living in my nice spots, and I would run across a single mother and they would be fine, but they knew what place and what slot they fell into. So they were trying to show me that they were worth my time, not the other way around. Like there's some kind of single woman without kids. Now it's just a lot of them, but it's not all. But the thing is, social media and everything is trying to push these women on us, man. They're needing for us to clean up the mess that's been made through the indoctrination that we had no part of. We're not doing that junk no more, man. They want to run out here and have a bunch of kids out of wedlock and use government assistance to look decent until they find a sucker to complete that little package. Not doing that junk no more, man. Let them sit out here running around with a bunch of kids and no man being around, and let public shame kick back in. Stop telling them that they're strong. Keep your legs closed, man. Keep your legs closed. Don't be like, well, these men ain't keeping their legs closed. They're not carrying the baby for 9 months, dummy. They're not going to more than likely be the primary custodial parent, dummy. Keep your legs closed. Come on now.
Getting a woman without a child, and it's just headache-free and stress-free at that point. I do strongly believe that women with kids should date fathers with kids. It just balances things out.
Okay, I know I can't be the only.
That campaign, women with kids should date fathers with kids, that's coming from losers who are worried about the single fathers that women tend to go for. We don't care what you think, loser. You're trying to make sure you have more options. They don't want you, hence why you don't have a kid. Kick rocks, man. That loser mentality ain't gonna get you nowhere. Where are all the women knocking down your door? Yeah, you can think whatever you want to think, fool. It ain't gonna work out in reality, though. You want to take time off from women and think that you're gonna come back with no proof of nothing, and they're gonna want you. Are you crazy, man? You can think what you want to and throw that logic in their face, and they're gonna laugh at you. They don't know what you've been doing for 32, 33, 45 years. You have no kid. You better go on somewhere with that. Y'all better sit down, or I'll make you look real stupid. You better go sit down.
Person that's looked up like how to get a sugar daddy with no sugar, or maybe an online girlfriend role. I know you've done your research. I found the guys who will pay you to just be their online girlfriend, or literally just existing and being pretty. These guys will literally fund everything for you and your boyfriend, buy you a car, pay your rent, literally just fund your entire life, and they don't want to see a single part of your body. That's the best part. This is completely innocent. I make $20K a month off these guys and have never ever sold a single part of my body in my entire life. These guys have fetishized the idea of a hot girl just taking their money because they can. There's no catch. That's it. That's their fantasy. They just want a hot girl to take their paychecks. And the best part about this is they want you to bully them. They don't want you to say please and thank you. You don't have to text them all day.
Look, if it's so good getting these beta type of dudes, then get them. Why are you online telling them? Just get them, right? To me, it seemed like a shaming tactic, you know, to use against men. It seems weird. It seems weird. Do you think if you get it, go home, better than? Yeah, I mean, if you know you got a woman and you ain't got to bring the powers that be, the legal system into it with a marriage that's completely against you, and you know, make sure that you're ruined if it don't work out. Yeah, it's better than having a baby mom. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to have a baby mom, but if you know you're out here in your 30s and 40s and you ain't found a woman, and you know you're not dating her, you're not married or engaged to her, and you have no kids, to me, I would think that seems more strange than a guy that has a kid, you know, like a single father. But I mean, I don't know what reference you're speaking in, but yeah, I think that it'd be better to be with a woman that you consider your wife, whether you're married through the state or not, you know, whether you're just married through the eyes of God or whatever. I would think that's better than having a baby mom, because, you know, I mean, I got, you know, pretty lucky with mine, but most guys, man, it's a headache, it's a problem, you know, it's an issue, jealousy, stuff like that. They use the kid as a tether. So, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. You know, it's crazy. So I would say definitely, like, if you can, like a wife type situation, but it don't have to be like within the state, so that the government's all in your pockets and all in your marriage and everything. You know, pretty much telling you if you don't do what she wants you to do, it's all over for you, big dog. It's over. You know.
And keep a conversation going and be besties. In their head, they are just an ATM to you. And that's all you should see them as. They're not your friend. They're not your actual boyfriend. They're an ATM. Send me money when I say, and that's it. That's our relationship. I find all my guys on Twitter, I just use the right words in my tweets and they find me,
Yeah.
DM me, send me money before I even.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying, with the system being the way it is. That's what I was saying, like, just under the eyes of God and not having the system involved. Because if she cares about you, she's not going to drag you in the system. Okay, she's not going to need that incentive. But definitely would like to have that situation than a baby mom. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. What can you do?
and respond to their DMs. I literally make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in my sleep. That's how I'm able to live the life I do. I wake up and I have a whole nother paycheck. And when I say paycheck, I don't mean a Chipotle paycheck. I mean enough to get a yacht for my 21st birthday this weekend. Guys, be ready for these Miami and yacht
Man.
videos. They're gonna go so crazy. And if you
These
have any
people.
questions, DM me, comment them. I have a YouTube video.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm glad that we're out here. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm glad that we're out here. Everything is just about material, everything. And people just use their material gains to throw it in people's faces all the time. And, you know, I got the money, and I can buy a yacht, and I got the money. Where's your soul, man? You done lost your soul. You know, you're not happy, man. Where's your soul? With or without money, Chipotle money or not, you should be happy. These people, man, materialistic, they're just soulless. There got to be some kind of balance here. Because like a teacher or certain kinds of professions, they will never be rich in dollars or whatever. But, you know, I mean, they really get to educate kids and leave a great impact on future leaders or whatever lives. So there's other ways to get gratification out of life besides just material, monetary value. And people that speak like that really just disgust me, man. They really do. That because when someone's just always talking about their money, it's really anything. But when someone's always talking about their money, you have nothing else going for you. Your clout and your money is everything to you. For niggas out there like this, married or not, if you were to lose every dollar you had, would you still consider yourself the same man that you consider yourself now? Could you rebuild yourself back up? Would your wife stay with you? If you lost all your followers, right? 200, 300,000, whatever you have, right? Close to 400, whatever you want. If you lost all of it, could you build yourself back up into the man that you are today or greater? Or, you know what I'm saying, you're glad that you got it the way you do and you hustled your way to wherever you at, you know, and hid certain things and faked it till you made it? That's just a good question for me, man, because I think a lot of you people, man, y'all are so terrified of what it's going to look like if you failed, that's your biggest enemy, and it's the thing that's dragging you down right now. It really is. And that's out to content creators and all of y'all out there that rely on your money, your material things to make you feel better and help you sleep at night. But you're not working on yourself at all. You don't know how to work on yourself. You don't know where to start. It's sad. It's sad, man. And that's why I don't let none of you goofies get on my nerves. Like, I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how many views you get. I can look into y'all lost dead eyes and tell that, man, if you didn't have that clout, you might jump off a cliff. If you didn't have that little bit of money, man, you might self-delete. It's sad, man. It's sad. But keep getting online and fooling those that are lower vibrational than yourself. You ain't fooling nobody else, though. You're not. Keep hiding behind your clout and your money. Keep hiding, okay? Because you ain't shit without it. Know that, nigga. You ain't shit without it. Anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all. I'll make a second part to this video or something like that. But I mainly wanted to, get in the part about these women and them being radical. But I'm glad I was able to get that last little bit in there, because when weak people are feeling vulnerable, they lean into what people know them for, or what little bit of money or clout they have. And I'm seeing a lot of that here lately. And I don't know whether it's because you're seeing a lot of real people coming out of nowhere, teaching people the right kind of way, and fake it till you make it is no longer the right way to do it. But you'll hear these people, they'll just start bringing up their money and their clout. They'll do that. Even when it doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, Andrew Tate and them, they got enough sense to know we got to stop talking about my Bugatti and, you being a brokey. They're talking about self-improvement. They're talking about being what you can be even without the money and the fame. They know how to, catch what's trending and watch patterns. If y'all are still out here bragging about the little bit of clout you built online, or about the money perceived that you have or whatever, you're not going to make it much longer in this 2024 world and up. You're not going to be able to fake it. You're not. If you don't want to evolve and you feel like I didn't work hard to get here to be able to throw it in people's face, you're not going to make it long, man. I'm trying to be real with you, man. You don't give a crap how big you are. You fall just as quick. How big you perceive yourself to be. All right? Man, get off your high horse. Nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody stunting y'all, man. Okay? You see the smugness in y'all's faces. And it ain't like genuine confidence either. Like, nah, man. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the most confident person, but it's not genuine, because you people look like if you didn't have everything that you've gotten, and we don't even know how you got it. You could be a trust fund baby. You know what I'm saying? You could be a YouTuber that rode somebody else's clout and hid your subscriber numbers until you couldn't hide them no more, right? You could have done all kind of stuff. But what we don't know is, you know what I'm saying, if you had it taken from you, would you be man enough to build it back up? Or would you be broken? You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is we need to stop basking in people's downfalls, right? Everybody can't be on top forever. And just because it's perceived that someone's going through a downfall or whatever, we shouldn't be online gloating, laughing, kiki and chuckling it up. You know what I mean? We really shouldn't. And when I see panels of people doing that stuff under some person's perceived downfall, it really shows how immature people really are. Oh man, I got some following now. I can just, talk about this dude like he's on his down. Look, when that man was on top of his game, none of y'all was nowhere to be found. When he perceived to be falling off, oh, okay, now it's time to jump on. Listen. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, God don't like ugly. And something else. Congratulations to all those that are married, but we don't know what the hell y'all do behind closed doors, man. A dude could be getting pegged by his wife for all we know, and then be online. Look, man. Look, y'all don't put yourself on any high horse, no matter what the situation you're in, right? All it takes is the right person that knows how to articulate things to kind of like put a little bit of kinks in your armor a little bit. Because, a lot of people just be like, oh, yeah, well, you're married. So I was married. Ain't no marriage perfect, man. We don't know what you do to maintain that marriage. And we don't know what your old lady deals with and puts up with to maintain that marriage. Because some of y'all, dudes will be out there being married. You better be glad you got that wife to hold on to, because otherwise people will be thinking that you're a little bit, what, right? Dudes can have beards as well. What we call them, heels. Dudes can have, a heel too. You know what I'm saying? His old lady could just be covered for him. Right. So let's we got to get, centered, got to get back centered. Stop thinking that your clout means shit. You know what I mean? A lot of you people, man, outside of YouTube, nobody knows who you are. So calm down. Got to get centered, man. So I got to put out certain things just to bring people back to base, because the people that watch you don't make the same money as you. And those people that watch you are the reason why you make the money you do. Okay, so when you're thinking about being on your high horse and making fun of somebody that you perceive to be falling off, or, just bashing people that you perceive to be broke, man, remember your position in life. If your money is being made off of people that are average people, you might want to be careful about throwing your money in those kind of people's faces. And most of y'all consider yourself businessmen and businesswomen, but that's a little bit of business advice, man. You know what I'm saying? The ego be getting in the way, and sometimes you just got to be humbled a little bit, have somebody remind you a little bit about something, okay? But you ain't got to listen to me, big dog, boss lady. Y'all just do what you do, right? You'll be on top forever, right? I don't bask in no one falling off or nothing like that, or ever will, because no one's destined to be on top forever. And you leave your mark, and you just try to make sure that you maintain your frame and maintain your money. Okay. But listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I got to put out my little bit here and there, since I'm, broadcasting across multiple channels, and some of them are about more than dating advice. So I just want to put that out there. I don't know who watches me, but maybe it'll hit somebody, you know what I'm saying, that does watch me, and they'll reevaluate some of the basking and the way that they're carrying themselves on their large platforms. Get back to their business professional selves and stop bragging. When you start bragging and it's obvious you have a little bit going on, that shows insecurity, man. Now, some people be like, I'm the kind of person to be looking into where is this insecurity coming from? Because when you perceive things, people to have it together, and they're bragging about having money and talking about people that are broke or perceived to be broke, it makes you wonder, why would you even waste your time? What are you insecure about right now, where you feel like you need to go after a group of people or, someone? What's going on? That's just the way my mind works, y'all. It's how I be thinking. It's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call it out when I see it, man. Y'all be watching these podcasters and stuff, and when they start getting insecure, they start doing weird stuff. They start posting workout videos. They start bragging about their money. They start bragging about how many people know them. Makes me wonder, who is it that y'all are worried about, that y'all see coming up, that makes you feel like you need to remind everybody who you are? Who? Maybe it could be a group of a few newcomers coming up. It's got you feeling this way. Something got y'all off. Something got y'all rattled. Something got y'all doing stuff that y'all don't normally do. I'm talking about all you bigger content creators, right? I'm watching y'all watching patterns. And I'm just everybody is flipping the script on stuff and doing things differently. You got the smart ones who are going humble and are getting back to their roots. And then you got the dumb ones who are basking and throwing around their little clout and really feeling themselves. I just watch, man. I watch. You would swear up and down that content creators were the new diplomats. You would swear that they're shaking hands with foreign leaders, foreign nationals, and presidents, and actually getting work done, not just photo ops. Just me babbling. What am I? I'm just an old combat veteran. What some people like to say, a C student. If y'all don't know the C student joke, the C student joke is a lot of people say that geniuses were C students. So if someone's bragging about being a C student, they're trying to brag and tell you that they're a genius. If you don't know what that is, some of y'all, your minds aren't working like that, where you're constantly thinking about shady people and them kind of gloating or whatever in your face, and you're not paying attention. I'm always on that. I can't help it. I'm just tuned that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tuned that way. Because when I hear certain, smart people saying that I was a genius, I was a C student, and a lot of people are C, and then you hear some people saying I'm just a C student. Like, oh, you're letting us know you're a genius. Oh, I salute, man. But just say you're a genius, man. You know what I'm saying? Say you think you're a genius. It's whatever, right? I'm just an average guy. I'm not a C student. You know what I'm saying? I barely scraped by high school. You know what I mean? I barely scraped by. Your boy was working 2 jobs. You know what I mean? I was feeling myself. Did I have the capacity to make straight A's? Absolutely. I'm not even going to sit over here and try to play innuendo with you. I was bored. Okay. I'd realized a lot of this shit in high school is not going to do me any good in the real world. Right. I already knew what I needed. You know what I'm saying? To know. I knew that history stuff. I don't need all that shit, man. Just move with purpose. Just move with purpose, man. Move with purpose. Move with purpose. I might have been the guy that went in the army straight out of high school, but all the people that went straight to college are not doing nothing with themselves from my high school. Okay. So again, going against the grain, just because you're on top right now, don't necessarily mean you're going to stay there. And gloating while you can see, if you can't tell, I'm telling you, there's a shift going on where authentic people that are getting it out the mud and people can see them struggling to make it is the trend. And if you're just on top gloating, you're going to phase out. No one wants to keep watching that shit. No one wants to watch rich pricks being pricks. They just don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. Not disconnect, but you just been so you're so detached from the average person, you don't even really know how to interact with them anymore. And you can tell people like this talk a lot of stuff about average people behind closed doors. You're not that slick. It's not that cute. It's not that insider like you think it is. Like it's an inside joke that only you. We can see it. We can see it, man. And we can see it. You're right. It's a movement of us coming up, and there's people supporting us because everybody's out here struggling. And they want to see one of their own make it because it makes them believe they can do it too. So, you know what I mean? That's why it works. That's why it's working for me. That's why it's going to work. And I'm an authentic person. I'm very humble to God, but I also don't think I'm better than anybody, man. I don't think I'm better. I will talk to anybody. I don't talk down to nobody until you show me who you are and I mirror the energy back to you. I'm just better at it than you are. That goes for anybody. I will mirror the energy back to you and make you start thinking about life. I don't care how smart, clever, witty, rich, prick, whatever you think you are. I will mirror it back to you. It's automatic. I don't even think about it. It just happens. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So get back to your basics, man. Humble yourselves, man. Humble yourselves because it's ugly and people just don't want to deal with it. They want authentic people. They want people that can relate to people. They want somebody that they feel like they can hold a conversation with or talk to, not somebody that they feel like thinks that they're above everybody else. Just being real. Anyway, that's my soapbox, man. It's my channel. Do and say whatever I want. Now scurry back to your channels and individually make your little messages, whatever, who cares? I will be making more reaction videos later on today. Let me get caught up on some of these comments. Absolutely. Early in life, man. Early. I signed up for the army at like 15 or 16 or something. And I was going to the MEPS like every weekend from 16 until I graduated high school at 17. And I was just learning everything I could for the army because I could see it clear as day, like go in the army, get paid, have somewhere to stay until I figure out life, make rank. I can go in the army and go to school for free, get out the army and they pay me to go to school. So I go to school for free and they pay me monthly. I think that's a win. What are you talking about? But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? They unplugged me and muted me, man. My bad. My bad. Let's see. Peace, G. Out here. I appreciate it, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Got to put this work in. Got to be out here for the soldiers and the regular people that are just tired of it, man. And I'm one of y'all, man. I don't care what I've done in my past. I don't care, you know, making over 100,000, whatever before, whatever. I'm one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Another man out here struggling, you know what I mean, getting out the mud, doing what's needed, focused with a vision and just the blessing of God behind me. That's it. So I'm just like y'all. That's why y'all can relate to me or whatever. And I don't care how much money I get. I'm going to be the same way. I work for the White House Communications Agency. Look it up. I got a badge number. All right. I am the same dude I was before I went to the White House. I have never changed. I've always been the same. Money don't mean nothing to me. Clout don't mean nothing to me. Peace is everything. And the family I build around me, it means everything to me. I don't want to feel like I'm better than anybody else. That's not how I was raised. That's not what I get off on. Okay. I don't think I'm better than anyone. Am I confident in myself? How I look and carry myself? Absolutely. Do I think I'm better than anyone else? No, I don't. I will talk to a bum in the street. I don't care, man. I don't care. You know, and a lot of y'all are missing that. A lot of y'all are just missing it. It's not there. It's just not there. You know what I'm saying? So don't be mad at me because it's here. People can see it. I'm a regular person. I don't care what I look like. I'm a regular person. You know, God has blessed me. You know, I look good. I don't look like what I've been through. You know what I mean? But I got a good soul. I always have. When I was in Iraq, y'all just don't know. When me and the Moon were in Iraq, everybody would be like, y'all act like y'all ain't even in Iraq. Y'all like y'all having a good time out here. Man, I wasn't thinking about, you know what I mean, none of that stuff dying every day. I thought about being alive that day. And we were sources of joy for a lot of people. A lot of people. This didn't just start now. We're, you know, being around people and being the chosen one and making people feel good. No, did it in Iraq both times. Did it working at the White House. Did it working at the Veterans Affairs as an engineer, helping those veterans, man. I was able to give back to veterans. It felt good. Before I got fired, felt good. But I'm a giver, man. I'm just a giver. I'm just a humble servant of God. I just love people. I love helping people. I'm genuinely like that. My whole family is. You know what I mean? We love helping people. All of us we do work where we help people. So it's just in our blood. That's what we want to do. And I'm not going to stop. I don't care what, you know, view numbers look like, because you can look at my channel and see it go up and down, ebbs and flows. It's about the journey. It's about learning this thing, figuring it out. But every view could be, I don't even know who's why. It could be anybody watching. It could be people of importance, or it could be the everyday average Joe, right? I'm going to keep posting. I'm going to keep doing it every day. It really don't matter to me how long it takes. What else am I going to do? I'm enjoying every day of it. Sounds like fun to me. Why would I do anything else? Okay. And I'm going to tell you something. When you grassroots it, instead of hitching yourself to somebody else's wagon, you resonate more with people because you built that from the ground. Everybody, every subscriber you got, every follower you got, you built that off of your conversations, your videos. No one hooked you up. No one put you on. No one else's name got you to where you're at. Your name's going to get you there. And when you get there, you're going to resonate more than anyone that hitched their whatever to somebody else's wagon, or however it goes. It's all about the journey, man. But it takes having life experience to know this. If I didn't know that it was all about the journey when I was in Iraq and all, man, when I was in Iraq, I had a good time out there. And I don't look back and be like, man, I was in Iraq, man, it sucked. I think about how we was out there, you know, talking shit to each other, man. how you know, we was all trying to make the best of the situation, worked out like crazy. That's when I figured out how to work out and do my little workout routines I still do to this day on TikTok and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I make the best out of everything. You know, I'm always going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm going to rise to the top. But I just get annoyed, man, seeing people that just aren't great people, man, in positions where they could do a whole lot more. But it's all good. I'm going to get where I need to go and I can do better. You know what I'm saying? Again, my soapbox, my channel. I'm going to say what I want to say. Oh, I know the camera. Oh, they hook up the phone. Oh, man. Anyway, y'all, camera died, phone died on me. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Love and light. I appreciate y'all. The mic is running through the computer. That's why you still hear audio. I forgot to plug my phone up, which sucks, meaning I gotta wait to go live outside with my phone to charge up. I knew I forgot something. Whatever. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not. Share the live stream. Love and light. I'll be back on here later on, and I'm out. Hang on, let me go ahead and catch up on these comments. Got some comments in here, y'all. Absolutely. I got that one. Yeah, I hope the sound kicked back in. Having some issues, man. Gotta do better about this mic I have. Oh yeah. Shut down. We're back up. We're back up. Audio was good. Okay. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I try to be. And peace, my brother. Later, y'all.